My name is Sam Adams, and I'm the mayor of Portland, Oregon, the Rose City. And part of my responsibilities includes economic development and job creation. About 18 months ago, got the City Council to approve an economic development strategy, the first council-approved economic development strategy in 15 years. So it really does feel in some ways like a start or a restart. What I have found is a real hunger for this, hunger for some framework, hunger for some additional support. And it doesn't require much, because this is a really do-it-yourself kind of city with a lot of independent thinkers and amazingly creative people. But also we've sort of managed the public-private academic and labor partnership. We haven't really managed it very well. There hasn't been a real concerted effort to build that partnership. And there hasn't been a strategy, that framework strategy to sort of say, all right, these are places we have a competitive advantage. These are places where we have a knowledge advantage that hasn't been really tapped in an effective way to become an economic competitive advantage. We haven't monetized fully the great work that Portland does as a living laboratory. So those and other sort of efforts have been at the core of, I think, my work in the first 2.5 years, is getting people to deeply value economic development efforts, helping businesses succeed, and doing it in a way that is truly strategic, not just one-offs, not just vanities or novelty sort of efforts, but are, really are going to make us that economically more resilient city and more equitable city, a city with more equitable opportunities for everybody. Portland is one of the most creative locales in the entire world. It's got this great do-it-yourself culture. It's got this sort of, the great thing about Portland is that you don't have to be part of a trend or a theme. Our trend and theme is do your own thing, which is great, and it's unusual when you go to other cities that are known for a particular kind of music or known for a particular kind of art. We're known for the diversity of all that. And so what a great raw material in which to do more. So, artists struggle, with, especially at different points of their careers, with having, stable, affordable workspace. So we did Milepost 5. Food artists struggle breaking into the restaurant business, so we made it really easy for people to open food carts. We looked at the barriers. Those are two examples where we looked at the barriers and in a public-private partnership tried to figure out, at least, if we don't have a lot of money to hand you to get started, at least what can we do to get the heck out of the way so that you can, in a cost-effective way, start a business and get customers. The other thing is I'm a strategy geek, so we created the arts and culture strategy, the Arts Action Plan, which the last time the city did an arts strategy was like 25 years ago. And again, it was to support this rich environment of deeply creative, very quirky, very innovative, to support the community that's involved with that, and to grow the appreciation of exactly who is in the creative community. Food carts are a key part of the creative community, but in a lot of places, and even here to a degree, they weren't recognized as that. The metallurgists at ESCO that make the drill bits that got the trapped Chileans out, they're part of the innovation network of this city, and yet never really felt part of the creative class. The strategy seeks to connect those dots between the artistic for profit, the artistic for nonprofit, the individual, the organization, and economic development, either by supporting the artists or by helping the artists, support themselves, which is the higher ideal. But it's, if you look at where we're innovative, whether it's in clean technology, whether it's in software or digital development or even advanced manufacturing, Portland succeeds by being deeply creative and innovative. We out-innovate our competition. We're not we're part of the United States. We're not going to be the leader in commodities. It will do what we can. We have, we're competitive on agricultural commodities, but beyond that, we're much more like the German economy. We still make things. 30% of our economy is in manufacturing compared to 14% of the United States. We've doubled our exports in the last decade, which a lot of other cities can't say that. We can't rest on our laurels. That should inspire us, if we are more strategic and we are more planful and we have the better partnerships and better funding, that just shows how much more we can do. And, to put it in a capsule, I want Portland to be the most successful global city in the United States. Not by the happenstance of population size, because you become a global city after you reach, I just came back from Sao Paulo, Brazil. You reach 3 million and you sort of become a global city by default. I don't want us to become big. I just want us to be the scrappiest, best global city in the world. And you do that through innovation. You do that by supporting creativity. You do that by getting the heck out of the way sometimes and by providing a strategy and partnerships.